Go go gadget.
Go go gadget. Go go Power
Okay.
Ranger.
Happening.
Got them too. Go go gadget rangers.
Mm-hmm.
Right now.
Okay.
Yep, there you go. Now it's going. Yeah. All right. Are there mods in YouTube Live too? No? Yeah, like mods in YouTube Live. Yeah. It's just I know that Twitch, obviously Twitch has mods, duh. Hmm.
Sneak away.
Last time,
Where's the notebook?
Hmm.
One sec.
stuff happened. Last time we ended up teleporting to some other place where there was a dragon talking to himself, telling his mom to tell other people to shut the fuck up. I flew around invisible, went up and saw him. So noticed a bunch of other dwarves with another dragon. We just snuck by, found a wizard with a, surprisingly another dragon, and a bunch of people in a barrier, and we are preparing for combat. Pretty much.
One of the dragons, yeah, the dragons were going crazy because of Scaleblight or something like that. Oh, we found magic rings that we haven't identified yet. I just saw that. But anyways, we ran into some
How
dudes.
many?
Two.
How many rings are there?
2 rings.
Hmm.
We ran into people that seemed like they were harpers. Oh, I guess I went visible because I was 2-man went visible because he used a different spell than Drakthol. Everybody else stayed invisible. We did a little sweet talking, and the Harper dudes let us go up the hill. We went up the hill, and we saw Elminster and a few other people staring at a giant force field with a dragon that looked like it was in pain. Inside of the force field looked like it was Valindra and some of her friends. Zarek did not want to run away, so we're probably going to get murdered by him, which sucks, but it's going to happen. And then Elminster borrowed the staff from Magrea, although Magrea was not happy about it, to try
It's
and...
mine.
He said borrow, and he's going to return it. Hopefully.
I don't
You
know
never
him.
know. You never know.
Well, he's a good guy. He's supposed to return the things. If it was Valindra asking for it, then you could assume she's going to keep it. It's how those alignment
Don't
things work, you know?
Well, the beholder gave it back.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's
He
true.
was my buddy.
Beholder, you made a deal with the Beholder. And you made a deal with Elminster. So he's got the staff at the moment. And he's probably going to try and break the force field. And once the force field is broken, we need to subdue Zarek so he doesn't kill us. Remember, he's a slave to Valindra. Giant alert. We're all
I'm in
Teleport
war
kill.
Yeah. He's gonna summon some spectral wolves and cast chain lightning. We did. could do some of that. Lost all his gold.
Oh, Ruff, somebody in the chat says they can't hear your mic. I can
Yep.
hear you.
Ah, okay.
We can hear you.
Chemo, you're awesome, buddy. Okay, I'm gonna have to say it all over again then. Yeah, so yeah. So basically, in front of you, you see this ritual, right? That's being casted on this dragon. And there seems to be something wrong with the ritual, because the dragon is being somewhat disobedient to it, is what you're noticing. It is a metallic dragon, so usually metallic dragons are good in nature, but you do think that it is corrupted. You know that you put a dampen in Thay's army by destroying the Soulmonger during the Deadbolt, and now you're trying to put an end to the second part of their plans, which is to acquire an army of Draco Liches, right? So this is what's going on, and they're using a device, and you didn't notice it up until now, but when you look past the dragon, okay, this is all of you, you look past the dragon, you can actually see more of the area here. Let's see. So, and when you see it, you see a giant device in the back behind it. And it's actually pretty massive, this device, and it's activated. And it's spinning in circles very quickly as it's being activated. And when you look at it, it looks as if that is what is causing the electrical stuff that's happening in the area. And you feel just massive amounts of energy pulsing from it. And it feels like a pulse of some kind. And this pulse, you all can feel it, but it doesn't affect you, right? But you do think that it is affecting the dragons in the area. And besides just that, if you guys want to, you can roll perception. So you can roll d20.
Yeah, what a roll.
First roll of the day.
Oh.
Nice. Oh, I didn't have it out.
Dang it.
Can I roll my 1d100? Thanks.
Yeah, and there was an image that...
19.
Okay.
10.
12.
Yeah, and McGrath, you remember seeing that in one of your images, by the way, and I posted that image, that there was a battle that broke out there over it, and it looks like the Cult of the Dragon ended up winning because now they have it, right? Yeah, so that's basically what that thing is. So that's the image that you saw a while ago. Yeah, so this thing, you think that it is the Scaleblight Mythallar that they were mentioning. And yeah, this is the thing that radiates whatever ritual or whatever magic you shoot through it in a massive distance. That's what you're noticing. Now, you notice also that there's something on the ground near it. Okay, and near this device, you see this thingy. Okay.
What thingy?
This thingy.
Oh, in the chat.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Posted it in the chat.
sparkly.
I'll bring that up too on the stream.
Work?
Yeah, it looks like some kind of orb. Oops. Yeah.
Orb of Osh.
And it's got a dragon, kind of like a dragon symbol on it, almost. And it's actually on a, kind of like on a, what do they call it? Like something, like you would put an orb on a thing, kind of like how you see vases on little, you know, things that stand up. It's kind of like that, but in the center of that device. And if you guys want to... Oh, here we go. I found the picture of it. This is a better picture of what it looks like. Looks like that.
Ooh.
Okay, so like this. Alright, and that thing, it's not active at the moment, but you do see it in front of the device. Now, if you want to, you can roll Arcana, and this is only for Magrea, if you're lucky. You can roll Arcana. Let's figure out what it is.
I'll try to roll Arcana. We will see how that goes.
This is because
Only
you...
11, so...
Okay. So you think you've seen this thing in that book with the dragons that you picked up in Schult before you guys went to the Deadbolt.
Maybe it's
You don't remember exactly what it is, but you think it has something to do with the dragons in the area. It's doing it did something, right? And they're used for that purpose. Okay. All right. So. Okay. So Elminster's here. He has your staff, Magrea, right? And at any moment he can bring down this field because he plans to absorb the field with your staff. And you notice that when you handed him this staff, he shot a fireball out into the like out in the open, away from everybody, to drain the device a little bit, because he basically knows that if you had absorbed this thing without using it, like he did, something might have happened. It might have like exploded, right? So that's why he did that. Now, he's saying to you, he's like, young lady, do you know what this thing is? Okay.
Okay. What?
He's asking you, Magrea, because you gave him this staff.
I'm just gonna be like, what is it? Even if I do know, just so to hear what he has to say.
Okay, so
I can get more info.
This staff, young lady, is a staff of the Magi. If you absorb too much of the energies, it will explode. You have to be very careful with using it, but it's a very powerful item. So this is something that was failed to be mentioned when you got the staff. and you think that had you used it in such a way, it might have like possibly nuked the area with all of you in it. And you think that that might have been the plan that Edwin would have liked, because then he'd be getting rid of hopefully Elminster and Valindra, right? Yeah, so that's basically why he wanted you to do that and failed to mention it with that staff. Okay. Now, if you want, Zarek is like a moment, okay? And he's looking around some more. He doesn't want to just jump into things because there is no rush, it seems like. And he's telling you, he's like, there is no rush here. Observe, right? And if you want, you guys can look around to try to get an idea on what you can do, right? Or something that you can identify. Is there anything out there that you guys want to look at? Now, the only person that's really visible is Tuban to everybody. However, Elminster can see all of you. Okay? So is there anything that comes to mind? Now, as you guys are thinking of that, Zarek, he's saying, look at that dragon. One hit from that dragon, and you might be downed. And he's saying that pretty convincingly. He's like, I've never seen a dragon so large. Right? Because this thing is not an adult dragon, it's an ancient dragon. And ancient dragons are gargantuan, basically. Alright, so he's letting you guys know that.
That's not good.
Yeah. Now, if you want, you can roll nature, because he brought that up. Any of you.
It's my worst stat. Why not? Go -1. A 9. I don't know jack shit.
17.
Okay.
Yay.
Anybody else?
17.
20.
Ooh.
Nat.
No. Two bands focused on Lindra and on Zarek, mostly.
Okay.
Getting paranoid.
Okay. So, Don, what you see here, when you observe the dragon, you know that this is a bronze dragon. It's not the first time you've seen dragons before. Maybe it's the first time you've seen an ancient dragon. But just by the metallic look on it, you know that it is electrical in nature. Okay? And then, Magrea, when you notice it, it's the same thing with you. And even though it is electrical in nature, when it uses an attack, it likes to shoot in a line, very similar to that black dragon you saw in the Deadbolt. So some dragons, they shoot in a cone, and then some shoot in a vertical line. This guy shoots in a vertical line, by the way. That's what you noticed. And something that you also know, and this comes to you, Don, is that metallic dragons are known to use more than one kind of breath. You think that there is some kind of defensive mechanism when it comes to these kinds, breath-wise. So it has an offensive and a defensive breath of some kind. Okay? Alright, because everybody else here has only really fought chromatic. Maybe in the past you've actually fought a metallic at some point, so you know this. Okay. So if you guys want to let your teammates know, you got to let them know, right? So that they know about it. That means communicate.
So, yeah. So Dawn's going to look at the others and say, there's usually a defensive breath as well as an offensive breath with these ones. Beware.
Okay.
Is there any chance we could do a short rest before we do this?
Come on, you're all at full HP, aren't you?
Right.
Well, there's another reason why for me. One, I already used one spell slot for invisibility. Two, I can change my resistance from fire to electric.
Well,
Don't worry, I'm on necrotic. It's all good.
You're literally
We're in the same
right,
boat, bud.
right in front of it. That's the problem, right? You're not actually like just moving around.
Hey, Valindra, can you wait about half an hour? We just want to take a quick nap. We'll be right back. Don't worry.
Okay. And Tuban, you're focusing on both Zarek and Valindra there, right? And when you
I
look
guess
at,
I can't see Zarek, so I'm just looking at Valindra.
oh, that's right.
Because
Yeah, yeah.
Zarek's still invis. Yeah.
Yeah. I guess that's not the case there. Okay. You notice that Zarek kind of breaks the invisibility. Okay. And he's telling you, he's like, they can see us regardless. Okay. So he's dropping your connection with the invisibility, by the way, Dractyl. Because of that.
I like to imagine Zarek punching himself as an attack to break the invisibility.
Yeah, I'll just pinch
no
myself, right? Okay. But yeah, he sees that, and you notice that Valindra, she stops with the ritual. Okay, the dragon in front of you is still in pain, and she turns around, right, and she's like, quickly attack them this instant. Okay. And saying this to Zarek and possibly you too, Don, right? Because you were in the Deadbolt for some reason, and for mercenarily purposes, more than likely. So how are you going to react to that? And then she's telling you, and she's saying this, you will be handsomely rewarded. Just kill them all. So how are you reacting to that, Don?
Oh, sorry, my mic was off.
Okay.
Don was asking how she was going to be rewarded.
Now we got two.
Okay, she's like, go. So much gold you can't even imagine. Okay. And Zarek's looking like intensely at her, right? All right. She turns around, by the way, when that happens. He's like, and he says it. He's like, I refuse. Okay. And she's like, you cannot refuse. Okay. And she lifts her hand up. All right. And she does almost like this, like, pull, right, with the hand. And you notice Zarek doesn't flinch when that happens. And she does it again, and he doesn't flinch. Right? And he's saying, you do not have power over me anymore. and she starts laughing, right? Then all of you will die, okay? And he's like, you notice, right? And this is your opportunity. If you want to take an action, to try to buff yourself, this is the time to do it, basically. All right. Now, how are you reacting, Don, when you hear Zarek say no?
So Dawn is definitely having this look of shock in her face. Her eyes turn a little bit yellow. And then she kind of looks around at everyone and like, much as I like money, I think I have to live to use my money.
And you see, Zarek is like, you made the right choice. She would have killed you anyways, right? So yeah, because he knows, right? Yeah. And then all of a sudden, right? You see him. He's like holding his head for a moment, as if he's in pain slightly. And then those two cards fly out of his deck, okay? And when those two cards fly out of the deck, one of them looks like a comet, right? Because that's one of the ones that was drawn. And then another one looks like a rogue, okay? And the one with the comet...
What was the second one?
It looks like a rogue. Kind of like a just like a rogue, like a thief almost. And the comet one kind of like explodes in like Valindra's direction, and the rogue one explodes toward the skull that she's holding, surprisingly. Okay, and it kind of like does this like Netherese dwindling magic that you see. Okay. So something happened with the last two cards there when that happened. Okay. You notice that the that Dragonborn that's standing next to her, it casts a spell and it branches off to Valindra himself and the two cultists. Okay. And if you want, you can roll Arcana on that to see what he did.
Okie dokie.
Is that just for Dawn?
No, that's for everybody if you want. Maybe you've seen this spell before.
23.
Okay. Drakthal, you know it's a bless spell. So it just blessed all of them. Okay?
We're going to need more than a blessing from God to save them.
And you also see this sphere go around her. So they're casting defensive spells as if they're ready to fight. Okay? So if there's anything you want to do, now is the time.
Dawn's gonna put her shield up, for one.
Okay.
Let's see.
Mirror image, I guess? Yeah, I might as well mirror image. I got all my slots.
Okay. You can do that. All right. And Elminster, he's saying to you, McGray, get ready to grab your staff. All right. He's about to take the thing down.
Right.
Yep.
He's gonna return it. He's an old man. Totally not a diddler.
And as that happens, you see a shock in the background. Okay. And boom, someone appears. Literally behind you, and you notice that his skin looks a bit strange, almost like this metallic looking color. If you want to go ahead and explain what you look like, Sir Wicket.
Yeah. All right. I'm imagining me get the picture here. Long white hair. That's all like fancy looking. What
What's
else?
fancy about it?
Almost like it's liquid, but it's not. Maybe.
I can adjust it later too. The colors.
Okay, yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, and like kind of glowy eyes and like weird like energies happening around him and like kind of angelic-ish, I'm guessing.
Yep.
Oh. And I don't know what else.
And in front of you, because of who you are, right, with your background,
Yes.
the only thing that matters to you is that you are sensing from the group in the circle a lot of negative plane energy, all right? And you are kind of like the opposite of that. And you like the idea of kind of smiting those things, basically. Yeah, so out of nowhere, you guys see this too. It's just some guy that comes up here, and the wizard. You know the wizard actually. You don't. He's not going to explain his connection because there's no time, right? But the wizard he reaches out to you and he says, "So this is Elminster, right?" He's like. Cyclix, your enemies are in front of you. Prepare yourself, okay?
You ready his weapon?
Yeah. All right. So, and how are you guys going to react to that when you see this guy coming up?
I like don't even look at you guys, by the way. I'm just like this one.
Out of anything that you've seen in Faerun, probably most of you haven't seen someone like this before. Okay.
Magria's just gonna like look at him over her shoulder and like just I guess kind of step out of the way because he looks like he's wanting to go forward, right?
Yep. Are you gonna like let him walk by or walk forward, and you're gonna let him go by? Okay.
Yeah, because it
All
looks like I'm kind of in front of him, so
All right.
I'll pop out of the way.
Okay. All right. So,
Evil person. Probably what's her name?
Valindra. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, is there anything that you guys want to do in this moment? So I heard a mirror image go off. Who was that again? Tuban? Tuban? Okay. So you got a mirror image. And you notice something happening with Zarek. He's actually transforming. Okay? And when he transforms, his armor usually grows. Okay? And this is what it used to look like.
Now he shrinks.
And it was always intimidating to the party whenever he transformed. Okay? He used to transform kind of like that. And I'll drop that in the Discord as well. So this was his old look. All right.
That is scary.
Oh yeah, for sure. Especially having an undead patron, right? All right. Now, you notice that he is kind of like going into a transformation, but it's looking different when he does it. All right, and out of nowhere, you see this raven fly down. Okay. And when you see this raven fly down, it flies next to him. Almost kind of like it's a familiar of some kind, okay?
A familiar?
Yeah. And then, this is what he ends up looking like when he transforms. All right. So, This transformation, it looks very similar to you, Magrea. You have an idea of probably what happened to him. Okay. And I'm going to send this. I'm going to send this to you. And something comes back. All right. Some kind of, like, memory. And when he transforms, he says, I serve someone far greater than a common lich now. You have no control over me. Okay? And he's saying that to Valindra. Someone that has more power in your magics. All right. So, when that connection comes to mind, you immediately understand why. Okay? Because these gods, they all deal with this undead magic. And Valindra is a lesser to this god, basically. Okay? Alright. Okay, so now, Elminster, he's like, are you all prepared? And he's backing up a little bit. That way you are close enough within reach of the staff. And he uses the staff, right? And it's absorbing the field. Alright? And when you notice the staff, because the others are more so in the front, Magrea, it starts to, like, heat up because he's absorbing so much of the magic here. All right. All right, so then that goes down. All right, roll initiative.
All right.
Ah,
Nice. 19.
mm. 12.
14.
Also 19. I forgot I was muted the first time.
Okay.
It's you. 20. I don't know what that means. So 22.
Okay. Oh, and Drakthal got 19 also.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Do you guys care who goes
no.
first or not? Or do you want to roll for it?
Drakthal can go first if he wants.
All right, I can go first.
Okay. Okay. All right, just missing 2-ban and Don.
14.
14. All right. Pretty good initiative rolls, actually, so far. Damn. Okay. What did Don get?
12.
12? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Lives don't have captions. It's so much fun.
Okay. The dragon rolled 1. Okay.
Oh.
All right.
Evil? Yeah, of course it is.
Okay. Alright. Oh yeah, and keep in mind there are these cultists that are around the dragon as well. And they are looking at you. But you think it's very similar to the Soulmonger, like they have focus on this dragon, by the way. Okay.
The robed dudes, right?
Yeah, the robe guys. And you know that those robe guys, even though they're not red-robed guys and they're purple-robed guys, they are, what do you call it? They can cast magic. Okay. Oh, I forgot one person.
Are they kind of waving their arms and doing all that stuff? They're looking away from us, right?
So what you're noticing is they're not waving their arms and stuff, but you think that they are holding concentration on the dragon. Okay? So that's what you're noticing.
God, we're all so close together and clumped up. That's just...
Yep. Okay. You're lucky the dragon goes last. Okay.
Is that just some guy on our team? I think so.
Yeah, so that you have 3 NPCs on your team. One of them being a very...
Okay.
One of them being basically a Gandalf. All right.
Sweet.
Okay, so guess who goes first?
The barbarian.
It's not the dragon. Yes, that's right.
Woo!
That
Let's go.
reroll characters, just start over.
Oh, jeez.
All right.
Arkanator 5000, go.
Okay. And when you appear, I managed to put you on the overlay. So now you're there. Okay, so that's for cyclic. Okay. So she immediately moves slightly forward. Okay. And how far is your okay, a great axe is 10 range, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Okay. So she's not dumb enough to probably do that. Let me see here. I gotta make sure. Okay, so she's not gonna do that then, because that'll hurt her friendlies. Oh, keep in mind too, this globe around her, it looks very similar to the one that a Serac used. So you should already know what that is. All right.
She's drowning herself in a sphere of water. Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Oof. All right then. She is going to move to the side up here. And she casts a spell. She's casting a spell right now. All right. Does anybody want to try to stop the spell?
You know what? Why not? I cast Counterspell.
Okay.
What level is the spell?
It is level 5.
It is automatically stopped.
Okay. So, It automatically stops the spell. Okay.
Yep.
She then, she notices that you counter immediately, right? And then that's her turn. All right. So, Wicket, what are you doing?
You guys ever done a counterspell war? Ever had that happen?
War?
Yes.
Reaction, 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 reaction. Oh no, we're all out of spells, and start stabbing each other with daggers.
That's
No,
awesome.
I just start Eldritch Blasting.
Sorry,
Rage.
go ahead.
All right.
Yes, okay. So rage happens.
All right.
Then
So how does that look when you just rage to everybody?
like he was glowing in certain places, and like it looks like scars and stuff, but now it's like something else is going on. I'm a wild surge one, so I get to roll on the wild surge.
Okay. Roll away.
Yay.
I can
It's
only
not a
think of the rage from Baldur's Gate 3
It's
where he
not a-
just fucking screams.
yeah, I'm just like
Screaming.
okay, that's a 4. See what happens. Magic infuses one weapon of your choice. And it gains the light and thrown properties with a normal range of 20 feet, a long range of 60. If it leaves your hand, the weapon reappears in your hand at the end of the current turn. So, that happens, and I want him to just rear up the great axe and throw it at Valindra.
Okay, and because of that ability, it returns back to you, right? Or what did it say?
I think at the end.
Because it becomes light and thrown, you said? Let me see.
Yes. With a normal range of 20 feet and a long range of 60 feet. The weapon leaves your hand, the weapon reappears in your hand at the end of the current turn.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. I rolled a 4 on the Barbarian Wild Surge. But he's super focused on her, so he does that.
Yeah, you feel most
I
of
guess
that
that's-
energy coming from her, so yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Roll for damage.
Damage. Damage.
And how many attacks do you get? What level are you?
Oh, I do get 2.
You should get
They have
3
an
at
extra attack.
Oh,
At 11?
11, I think, yeah. If I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong.
I think that might be 15, 14.
You can attack twice instead of once whenever you use an attack action.
Okay. I'm pretty
So
sure
I
it's
think-
got in there. I think that's just fighter then.
Might be
Yeah, I think
5.
fighters are more. So I threw the axe. Okay, so damage. That is.
Alright, Kratos, you got this.
Kratos.
It's kind of Kratos, yeah.
Yeah.
I
And
like it.
what did you roll?
This app is the worst. Okay, D12. Roll that. Oh, 11. And then I am raging. All the things. It's terrible. Okay, so 11. So 4, so 15. Plus 8, is that? That's the attack bonus.
Yeah, so whatever your d20 is, plus your strength modifier, plus whatever weapon you're using. So you said you get a +1 to the weapon?
Looks like I have a plus 4?
Yeah.
Slashing. Yes, okay.
Yeah.
And then attack bonus plus 8 because I'm proficient.
Hold on a second.
Yeah.
Let me,
I feel like this is too crazy.
because I know you with that. Okay, so you get a plus +6. Is that right? That's like overkill. That's like stronger than Zarek. That's possible.
He's angry. He's angry.
Oh no.
He's an angry boy.
It's adding the extra because of the levels and stuff. Okay, so it's +6,
Yeah.
+2, plus your D20.
So the it's D12, I think, for damage, right?
Well, you have to see if you hit her first, right?
Oh,
So-
shoot. Okay.
Yep.
That's true.
So you're adding +8, and then let me see about the barbarian rage there. If that added an extra +1 to it or not. Did it? No, it just gives you the throne property and stuff. Okay, so it's a +8 plus your 20. Whatever your D20 is.
D20 6. So I didn't hit.
You said 6, so 6 plus 8.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Okay, so it didn't hit, but the axe comes back to your hand, and you have another attack.
Yeah. Can I move towards her? And this guy's kind of in the way with the sword. Can I like as I'm moving like slash him?
You can run up and
As I
slash
swing
him,
attack?
yeah, if you want to.
Yeah, because he's in the way.
Right, yeah, you can do that.
Okay. So I will do another attack.
Okay.
Oh, I am rolling the worst ever. 11 to hit.
Okay, so
Yeah, I
that
think
doesn't
this
hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Your rage blinded you.
Yes.
My rage has blinded me.
I was just so excited. But yeah, that's I moved, I attacked, yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Let's see. All right, occultist is gonna move. Okay, so actually, it's the cultist right in front of you, and he's swinging his scimitars. Okay. What's? Okay, I know what your AC is. Okay, he misses with all of them, by the way. Okay. And then now it's our Gandalf. All right. And he's using a spell. And he's saying, "All of you, come together, please, for me." Okay. And yeah, they're all gonna roll for wisdom saving throw. All right. Damn, really? Okay. Okay. All right, let me see. I want to see if they move now or later. So he used some kind of charm spell on everybody in the area. Okay. Okay, so it's whenever they get a turn. All right. And he is moving slightly back. All right, over here. That's what he's going to do. All right. Drakthal, what are you going to do? You're next.
All right. I am going to fly up and back
Okay.
as much as I can. And I am going
How high up are you going?
I'm going to go up 30 feet
Okay.
and then back 30 feet.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Now, when you do that, when you fly up, your hair starts to stick up a little bit. All right.
There's a lot of electricity in the air.
Yeah. You think that if you go any higher, you might get zapped, and you're probably within the risk of it. Okay.
You never
Alright.
know. Maybe he's just trying to get you to not run away.
And when you get up, you get to see a little bit more of the area, right? Let me do that. All right. So you get to see all that. All right. What are you gonna do?
All right. I'm gonna Eldritch Blast Valindra.
All right. With everything?
All three, yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
All right. Roll number 1. 13, so that's a miss. 23
Okay.
and 14.
All right. So one of them would hit, and then if you want, you can roll damage.
All right. 11 damage, force.
Okay. When you do that, obviously you can see it, right? You see that you missed twice, and then the one that you know would have hit her, it got absorbed by that field. Okay? So it didn't work. You think that whatever that thing is, any kind of spell, it's not going to break into her. Okay? All right.
All right. That's good to know.
Yep. Okay. You want to do a bonus action of any kind?
I do not have one that I can really use.
All right.
All right.
Magrea, what are you doing?
I'm sorry, it would help if I unmuted. So, people have been trying to attack Valindra.
It's whatever you
But I
think
need
is
to
best.
Yeah, I need to stay near my staff, probably, because Elminster still has it, right?
No, he handed it back to you. Yeah. He handed
Oh,
it back
okay,
to you.
sorry. I didn't realize that had happened. Okay.
And keep in mind, Valindra, every single Lich or Mage, they hold a book, okay? Because that's how they cast their spells. And the book, it's kind of crackling with this, like, red energy.
Okay.
Right.
Red. Do I know what that means?
Mm,
The red.
I'll let you sacrifice a bonus action if you want to try to figure it out.
Okay, that would be
You could still do an action
Arcana?
then. Yeah, it would be Arcana.
That would be Arcana. Okay. Nat 20, so I have 26.
Okay. You know it's an evocation kind of spell on it. On the book. And normally the books don't have anything on them. They're usually just
Interesting.
magic books, yeah. You think that there might be something on the book. Alright. You want to do an action?
Yeah, I'm thinking if I can find my spells so I can mark them off. Could I actually try to just aim a firebolt at the book
You could try.
and not at... Okay, not at Valindra.
It'll be
per
kind
se.
of hard because it's smaller, right? And in her hands. But you can try to do that.
Okay. Let's see. 11.
Okay. So that definitely misses.
Dang it. Okay. Do I hit anything else by accident?
Nope.
Dang. Okay.
Alright. And, do you want to move?
Where am I? Sorry. I do not see me on the screen.
No, you're at the bottom here.
Okay. I might just stay there for now.
Okay. Alright. Okay, so Random Ranger is going to move. And she's running sideways over here. Okay. And she's shooting with her bow at one of the cultists in the back that was concentrating on this dragon. Let's see if it hits. Nope. Nope. One hit. Okay. And she marked the target, by the way, when she did that. So then... Okay. Doing a total of 7 damage. Which is actually not that much, because she rolled a 1 on the damage. Okay. And, let's see. It holds concentration. Okay. Alright. Another cultist goes. Okay, so now, this cultist in the back, he's moving up. And you notice he's moving, but he doesn't want to move. Okay? But he moved up here. You kind of see he's trying to stop himself from moving, but he can't help himself. Okay? And he then aims and tries to attack. Let's make a roll here. Out of the 4 in the front, I'll do a d4 here. Okay. Attacking the ranger on the right when that happens. Okay. And he's firing a cantrip. And it hits. And it hits for 13 damage. Alright. So the ranger on the right ended up getting hit. Okay. Two-Ban, what are you doing? Two-Ban's turn.
Run up to the middle dude and just start punching him in the face.
Okay.
The middle cultist.
Punch away. Is it the purple one, right?
Yes, sir.
All right.
I was thinking about trying to vortex one of them, like, off the hill, but if it fails, then my entire turn is gone. 25 to hit on the first one.
That hits.
Let me roll my second. 16 to hit on the second one.
Okay. So that one hits too.
Roll a 1 and an 8. So 6 and 13.
Okay.
Thunder damage.
Okay. Okay, so when you do that... Yep.
No, go ahead, sorry.
You feel him, you see him kind of like holding his head for a moment after you hit him. You think he lost concentration. Okay. Alright, and how much damage was it again?
19 total.
19. Very good. Did quite a bit there. Alright. Anything else you want to do?
No good bonus action at the moment. That's my turn.
Okay. And Don, what are you doing?
So Dawn is going to use her bonus action first. Manifest Echo. So she's going to manifest an echo of herself where she's standing right now. And then she's going to move.
It's like a duplicate of you, right?
Yeah, exactly. So it'll look like she's still standing there, but then she's actually dashed off to attack. A little far up right now. The one on the far right is the one closest to me, right?
So the closest person to you is either that cultist Two-Ban is attacking or that Dragonborn in front of you. And then you've got the cultist to the left. The others next to you are allies.
Oh. I don't know why I don't see. Okay, I guess I'll attack the one two bands attacking.
Okay. And you're gonna move forward. And there's a copy of you that stays there, you said?
Right, I'm having the
Okay.
copy of me stay there while I attack.
Okay, interesting. Alright. Go ahead and roll then.
Ooh, is that a 20? Did I do that?
Okay.
No.
Okay. And then I don't remember which dice I need for the actual attack roll. New character. Let's see.
Are you using Bob? Is that what the axe's name is? Bob or Bill?
Yes, it is Bob. That is.
It's a +1 with Bob.
And then I'll do it.
For one-handed attack?
Yeah, because I want to hold up my shield. So, yeah, the 1d8 plus what, 4?
Okay.
Five. Plus 4, so that's 9.
Okay. And what was the total damage there again?
9.
9. All right. All right. So he takes 9 extra damage. All right. Is that your turn?
Yep.
Two
All right.
attacks? Fighter, right?
Yeah. Did you roll 2
fighter.
attacks? Or did you roll only
No,
one?
I didn't.
Okay.
I only did 1.
Actually, if you're a fighter and you're that level, you get 3 attacks. If you're up at level 11.
Okay. Well, then shit, do it again. We roll. Alright. 17.
Okay.
And 6.
The 17 hits.
And then 6 damage.
6 damage on it. Okay. So a total of 15 more. Nice. Okay. He's bleeding really bad.
Yay!
Okay.
Blood!
Now, the Dragonborn and... Oh, wait. Zarek gets to go. So he's going to go next. Let's see here. All right. Okay. So, you see him, he's transformed, right? And you also see, like, kind of like these wisping spirits around him. And you see his swords kind of glowing, both of them. Okay? And now he is going to run in between these 3. Right here. And he's attacking all 3 of them. He's using 1 attack on each. So he's doing 2 attacks. And then he is using his bonus action to do his offhand attack. Okay. Alright, let's see if they hit. Okay, so 2 of them hit. So he hits the Dragonborn and the purple cultist. And they... All right, so. Oh, that's. Yeah, forgot about that. Dear God. What was the problem with having this spell and the weapons that he has? All right. Okay. So he does 25 damage to that Dragonborn. All right. And then the other purple cultist, he does 19 damage. All right. And you notice it's kind of like a radiant mixed with necrotic damage, mixed with the slashing damage when he's doing this. And both of them... Okay. And you notice both of them are kind of like freaking out. Okay? From that. They're both scared of Zarek at the moment. They're frightened. Okay. Alright, so that is his turn. Alright, the Dragonborn feels compelled to move over here, alright, with this guy. And so he moves there, and that allows Zarek an opportunity attack, okay, because of Elminster's spell. And he misses, unfortunately. And then, he's then going to cast a spell. Let's see. Let's see what this thing does. Okay. So the cleric, he is casting this spell. You're familiar with it, T-Ban. He casts D-Spell, by the way. And he shoots it on the ground in the area near him, right? And it spreads out around him. Okay. Can mirror image be dispelled?
Probably.
Okay. I'm pretty sure it
You
can.
can dispel as any lower level or whatever spell effects, so it should work.
Yep. Yeah. So he dispels your mirror image. Anybody else? I don't think it phases Dawn at all. And let me see if it phases Zarek. I'm pretty sure it does.
It only hits one effect. I think one. Yeah, each dispel should only. Yeah, it only clears one spell effect per dispel.
Okay, so it's only just one?
Yeah, it's only one.
Yeah, one creature, object, or magical effects.
Okay. Yeah, so it's gonna use it on you then. Because then
Good trade.
Yeah.
He spent a third level for my second level.
Alright. That's what he does.
That's a good trade. He should do crypto. He'll do great.
Alright. Now it's gonna be another cultist's turn. Okay. This cultist is fine. There's the one right next to Zarek. He's trying to attack him and misses everything.
I'm okay, guys. Let me hit this dude who's heavily armored.
Yeah. The next cultist does the same thing. And this is the one in the back up here. He actually walks and groups up over here with these guys. Okay. Alright. So, what Elminster did was he grouped them all up, right? By making them use a turn to do that. And then, let's see. This guy's casting a cantrips as well. He's doing a... He's with the ranger, you guys. He has disadvantage if he tries to do that. Okay. He misses. Okay. Tried to shoot you two, man, but he missed because it's a long-range cantrip anyways. Okay. Alright, now it's, Dragon's turn. Okay, what is Dragon gonna do? Okay, so the dragon, it feels compelled to attack because it's under these cultist controls still. And you do think that the dragon is mad like the other dragons, so assuming that the dragon isn't under the cultist control, you think that it would probably attack randomly. Okay? But right now it's under their control. So it's going to try to attack you guys. Okay?
We're working on that.
All right. So it... I need everybody to roll wisdom, by the way. Because this thing, it gives out this loud roar when it's about to attack. So it's frightful presence is what it's doing. All right, so that means everybody.
I have
19?
advantage on that.
Oh wait, is it? Wait, actually,
Doesn't matter.
saving throw.
I rolled a 6 and a 7 with advantage.
I got
Wait, is it a saving throw, or is it a normal wisdom?
Wisdom saving.
Wisdom saving
Oh,
throw.
okay, then I got 24 then.
Very nice. You are fine.
Yes.
Okay. So that's one. Anybody else? Everybody's got to roll it.
6.
D20. All right. You're scared of this dragon.
18.
Okay. You're scared of the dragon.
With 18?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Unfortunately, unless you want to try the bend the luck, you can do that.
So does that mean I'm frightened?
Yeah.
Okay.
You need just a little bit more to beat it. What frightened means is you can't move toward the dragon. You can only move away. And you have disadvantage on your attacks. Alright? That's what that means. Yep.
No.
What about you, Mr. Wicket? What'd you roll? I didn't hear you. You said 14?
I said 3.
Oh, 3? Okay. So you're
Yeah.
scared of this thing too. Unless you have some ability. You notice Zarek didn't flinch at all when you guys see this. Almost as if he's immune to it. Okay. Who else didn't I get? Tuban?
I did not. Tuban missed.
Okay.
Even though he's wearing dragon armor, doesn't matter.
All right. So only Drakthal then, right?
Yay.
So Drakthal, Zarek, and the wizard are not scared. Everybody else is. Okay. All right. And then the dragon is going to unleash an attack. Okay. Now, it's not using a breath. All right. So it's moving forward a little bit within range. And it's going to try to attack you, Tuban, with one of its claws, and then Dawn also, and then it's going to try to bite. All right. You think that if it uses a breath, it'll hit its allies, and maybe the wizards are not going to allow that to happen at the moment.
At the moment.
At the moment.
They're not committed enough to the cause.
They're not. All right. So, it is going to do its bite and claws. Oh, and a tail, apparently. Okay, what's your armor classes? Both of you?
21.
All right.
But what about my shadow?
Does your shadow get to go also?
So I can throw my shadow at him as a reaction.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, you can do that.
Yep.
Then. So your shadow is the one that moved forward?
Wait, so shadow murder. I can throw my echo in front of me and attack another creature.
Interesting.
Alrighty. What we're doing.
So it acts like a mirror image, basically.
Yeah, it is a mirror image.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. So then it just goes away, or?
Oh, it's not really that clear. That's all it says.
I'm trying to read it,
I would think that it would if it hits me back. But yeah. Okay. So let's start with the rolling. 18, right?
Okay, so actually it looks like you keep it. It just kind of like teleports to the side 5 feet. Like it just misses it, basically, when you use this ability, from the way I'm reading it. So it's still there. But it says you can only use it once. Okay, so you avoided that attack by doing that. So your echo is still there. If I read it correctly. So it moved 5 feet. So maybe like here or something, like over a little bit. Okay, so that's interesting. All right. Yeah, so that means that all the attacks missed then, because the only one that was going to hit was the one on your echo, and it missed. All right, so the dragon didn't do anything. What an intimidating dragon. All right. Okay, another cultist moves, and he's grouping up here as well. They're all grouping up because of that spell. And you think that when you look at it with the charm spell, you think it's like kind of like a mass charm of some kind, or something like mass suggestion is what Elminster ended up using there. And same thing, this cultist, because he's grouped up near you guys, he's going to have disadvantage now to try to attack. And yeah, he's going to miss with that. Straightforward. And then this cultist is near Zarek. And he is not on the suggested side of this because he's saved. So he is going to try to attack him. And ended up missing. And you see his hand, it lights up with lightning, but it misses. Okay. Alright. And we are back to the top. Okay. So, Valindra is going to go now. Oh, jeez. Let's see here. Okay, so she is going to go after somebody that is not feared, because that would be the smart move. And she's aiming this right at Zarek, okay? And She's basically saying, on your knees, okay? And this is a very powerful spell that's being used. Okay. Okay. Constitution saving throw. Okay. And he's gonna burn a lucky, because that would be very bad. Ah, Jesus Christ. Okay. Alright, so...
Finally free, and then he gets murdered.
Yeah, you notice, as soon as that happens, you see him freeze, okay? Like he's stunned, and then he falls to the ground. Alright, so that's what ended up happening to him, so that's not good. So yeah, she used a very powerful stunning spell on him. Okay.
Stun, but not kill?
No, not kill. Right. Alright, and she's gonna stay there. Mr. Wicket, what are you gonna do?
So I'm afraid of the dragon. So I have to move away from him? That's what that means?
Or you can stand there.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
Just
mean,
can't
perfect.
move closer. Yeah.
Is any friendlies within 10 feet of me?
No, well... Two bands kind of like right in between.
And how well
I
do
would
you
say
really
two
notice?
bands like 12 away from you. Maybe, like, right in the middle.
Resistance
Okay,
to radiant?
You said resistance?
Yeah.
Eh. No, I'll give it, since he's kind of in the block there. Okay.
Okay. Silex is all like, it's time to go turbo. No, he doesn't say that. That's insane. But he kind of like his light gets even more crazy, and like his eyes begin to glow with like a crazy amount of light, and also his mouth. He starts to yell and like essentially kind of like, and like light around him begins to become really bright, and he does a radiant consumption.
Okay.
Which is lasts for 1 minute. It's a bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
Bright light within 10 feet radius. A dim light for additional 10 feet. Hey. Each of your turns. Oh, at the end of each of my turns, each creature within 10 feet of you take radiant damage equal to half your level. So 5. In addition, once on each of your turns, you can deal extra radiant damage to one target when you deal damage to it. Okay, so I'm going to swing at the guy in front of me with the great axe.
Okay, so
Let's go.
does it do radiant damage within 10 radius?
At the end of my turn.
Okay, at the end. So
anyone
everything
without-
within it.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, so two band's technically not within it. He's a little bit out of it.
I hope so. Okay.
Alright.
Don't worry.
If
I'm tough.
anybody-
I can take it.
Yeah, good. That's what I like to hear. All right. I'm going to attack with the great axe. Oh, and I have disadvantage attacking, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just the dragon.
Oh, just the dragon? Oh, ho, ho. Time to die. Nat 20, let's go. 28 to hit.
Okay,
So
that does hit.
good. And then let's do damage. Ooh. That will be a total of
Some damahe.
18 damage.
18 damage.
Oh,
Pretty
and
good.
I hit him. Okay, so I hit him. So I get to do the radiant damage.
Oh, it's disadvantage for rolling, so
Yeah.
roll another one because you're frightened.
Oh, is it all rolls? Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, my bad.
If it's an attack, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The radiant stuff should happen at the end of your turn, regardless, though.
Yes.
Okay.
So my other roll was 13.
13. Okay. So 13 won't hit him though.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. And then that's the end of your turn.
Yes. So everybody within 10 feet takes 5 damage, radiant.
All right.
I
So
believe.
you're gonna hit like 5 of the guys there. You're
Yeah.
gonna hit the two of those purple guys, the guy in front of you, the dragon, and Valindra. I don't think that's a spell, right? Cantrips are spells,
It's like a
but
transformation.
yeah.
Oh, I even take the damage, I think.
Let me see. What's the ability called?
Radiant consumption.
Say it one more time.
Radiant consumption. It's a racial trait of the Scourge Isamar. Yeah.
Taking a look at it. If it's a racial trait,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it hits through the globe then. Yeah. Yeah, because it's different. It's not like. Okay.
Yeah, it's like racial. Also, I get an extra attack, don't I? I get 2 attacks.
Yeah, you get
Extra
another
dice?
attack. Yeah, but you got to roll
Can
twice.
I?
though.
Can I? Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Take the smaller one?
The smaller one. Whoa. 2 19s.
Okay. 2 19s.
So it doesn't matter.
You do hit
Yeah.
the guy in front of you.
Cool. Okay. So equals 27, and then I will do a damage. Damage. Oh, and then the damn radiant damage? Because I hit somebody? In addition,
Yep.
you can deal damage.
So
The extra radiant damage equals your level, so 11.
Yep. So everybody takes 11 damage from that. Very nice. That's pretty good. All right.
I think I also take 11 damage.
You probably
Or
don't.
I don't know.
I think it's just
Okay,
everybody
okay.
around you, so you got to be careful of allies.
Cool. Yes, it's not very friendly. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
You're a barbarian. You don't
Yeah.
have to worry about. Yeah, it's
That's true. Just swing and hope for the best. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
But that's pretty good. Yeah.
All right. That's me.
Oh, that's crazy.
Oh.
She lost concentration already. Or hold on, let me see. Is there legendary resistance? I'm pretty sure there is. No, there is not. Okay, so yeah, she does. She does. She has legendary resistance. So we'll roll again. Okay, she succeeds. All right, so she keeps her globe on from that hit. Okay, dragon took 11. Oh, the guy in front of you, you killed him. So how do you want to finish him?
If he could like the radiant damage, just like he like disintegrates or something, like when I'm all like, roar,
He's like burning and turning to ash.
because he's like right in front of me. Yeah, and he's like,
Okay.
ah, yeah.
Okay. There you go. All right. And then the 2 guys next to him doing concentration on dragons. One of them loses concentration. Okay. Very nice. I did a lot, actually. Okay. Okay. I'm assuming you're going to stand there instead of moving back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cultist. I think the cultist you just killed was the one that was supposed to go. He's gone. All right.
Ooh.
Now it's our magic buddy in the back. Okay. Let's see. Okay, it's gotta be touch. All right. Okay, so he can't make it over, but he's moving forward. He's coming up here. He's getting close. Closer. Elminster, that is. I want to see what kind of other spell he can do instead. It's always fun using powerful peoples that have so many spells.
No, Elminster's not frightened.
No, he's not. You notice that there's something
Let's do it.
strange, like his mind is, it like helps block things out. Like he's very, you've never seen a mage so composed. Let's put it that way. Okay. Yeah, he'll use that if he wants to kill everybody, but that doesn't work. All right. Damn, who really... Let me see. Okay. Okay, instead of him moving like that, he's going to move right here. Okay. And he's aiming at the group that's grouped up, and he's casting a spell in the form of a cone, okay, right in between you, Tuban, and Dawn to hit the dragon and all those cultists in the center there. And he's shooting a cone spell of some kind. And it has a bunch of rainbow colors to it. Okay. All right, and these rainbow colors. Let's see. There's a D8. Okay, D8. Okay.
That's what health is
Five.
doing.
What's he doing?
Go Gandalf.
All right.
I love that I can just type rainbow puke in Google Images and it gives me like 10 million options.
I was thinking of the Snapchat filter that does that. Yeah, tons of options.
Okay, now this is strange. All right. So, when he fires it, okay, the Dragonborn
Maybe like that.
target is,
Sorry.
let's see if he succeeds or not. He fails. Okay. And you see the Dragonborn, okay? He's covering his eyes like he's blind. And then you see him, he just kind of like warps and then disappears. Okay? So he is gone. You don't know what happened to him, but he was blind for a second and then he disappeared. All right. You think you've seen it before. You think he got transported somewhere.
That was my next question.
Yeah. Because you've seen stuff like that before in the past. Okay? And when that kind of transport happens, it didn't look like a teleport. So who knows where he went. Okay. Alright, the cultist. Okay. Wow, that's a lot of damage. Okay. This cultist in the front here, you see him turn to ice and then explodes. Okay. Yeah, so he's gone. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. This cultist in front of Tuban, he succeeded. Right? This one. Okay. You've never seen a spell like that, by the way, Tuban and Dawn, because it's like happening right in front of you. It's like these different things are randomly popping off on these guys. And you see this one catches on fire and collapses to the ground. Okay. Must be nice to have a wizard like that on your team. Okay. Alright, and dragons.
I believe.
Okay, dragons is...
Ray will be that powerful one day. Just watch.
Thanks, Granddad.
Dragons burns legendary resistance and succeeds. Okay, so nothing happens to him. But he literally got rid of like 3 guys there with that. Okay. Okay, so that is his turn. Drakthal, what are you doing? Drakthal, are you live? Mike.
Sorry, my mic was off.
There you go.
I said I am going to call upon my patron using Mystic Arcanum and use Circle of Death, which has a radius of 60 feet.
Wow.
And put it under all of the enemies.
Okay, so you knew exactly what a Serac casted in the tomb when he was fighting everybody down there. Because he did that to all the cultists that were on the Soulmonger. Alright. I didn't know you could cast that. Okay.
It's not even using a spell slot either. It's my Mystic Arcanum.
Where are you going to put it?
I'm putting it underneath the dragon with a radius of 60 feet. It'll be able to hit her, the dragon, and both the cultists.
Okay. So, let's see. And it's 60 feet radius?
Yep.
Now, 60 feet radius is massive. Okay. So, it could actually hit everything here. So you want to put it like way further back?
Yep, way further back.
Thing?
It has a range of 150 that I can choose where to put it.
Alright.
So
it's going to be kind of like... Let's see.
Underneath the ass of the dragon, pretty much.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But 60-foot radius, you go outward when you're counting it from the center. So you'd have to put it like back here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, that'd be like that. So it's kind of like when you see Drakthal do this, I'd be kind of impressed because it's basically hitting like this giant area here. All right, that's basically what happens. And it smacks everything.
They have to use a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
And they'll take half damage and full on non-successful.
And is it necrotic damage?
It is necrotic.
Okay. All right.
Can you pick your targets? Or...
Yeah, he already did.
I already did.
Okay, so you notice when this happens, right? And you cast the spell, and obviously it goes away, right? When you cast it.
It's
The
it's
two-
instantaneous.
Yeah, the two cultists here, they do drop, okay? But the dragon, you notice the dragon wasn't phased by it. You think that it's already become a Draco Lich, so the necrotic damage doesn't work. And you know that she's a Lich, so it didn't work on her either, okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right,
But the other two are dead, and I get 18 temporary HP.
there you go. All right. Is it for each kill, or is it just one kill?
Any kill in general just gives me 18, and only 18.
Okay.
So I can't go to 36, only 18.
Gotcha. All right. Nice. Like everybody's getting wiped out already. Who's left? One cultist? All the purple cultists are gone. You see the dragon, it's shaking its head and it's like kind of like shaking back and forth all crazy. And it's saying make it stop. Okay. All right. Okay. So that was Dractyl, right? Anything else you want to do? Or are you just going to stay there?
I will stay there.
Okay. All right, Magrea, what are you doing?
So I'm just seeing Valindra and like the dragon and then the other person on the left are enemies.
Yeah, it's just a dragon, her, and one of the cultists left.
Okay. I think I'm gonna try and aim at the cultist on the left.
Okay. What are you going to do to him?
And I'm gonna use some kind of a spell. And we'll see if I can actually cast it this time, because that would be pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I'm less than 240 feet, right? Because am I still frightened? Do I need to roll?
Yeah, you're still frightened, though.
Okay, so I can't move closer. But that's still within 240?
Yeah, it's definitely within 240.
Okay, so I think I'd like to try to hit with the Eldritch Blast.
Okay. So when you roll all three, roll 6 times and take the lowest each 2 times.
Okay.
Okay. So it'd be 2 rolls per attack. Take the lowest one.
Okay. What is happening? Sorry, my screen is being stupid. Go away. Okay. Come on.
Educated.
I will try. Okay, the first one was 11. Does that hit?
Nope.
Okay. What about 12?
Nope.
Dang it, okay.
Nope.
What about 16?
Just barely nope.
Ah, okay. Well, I guess that was my turn.
All right. It's okay. You guys are kicking butt right now. For now.
They are kicking butt. I'm just sitting here having a hard time getting my magic to do anything. It's not cooperating.
Yeah, the ranger is going to try to attack again the cultist on the side. Alright, hits 1 time. Okay, that's 11 damage on that cultist. Okay. Tuban, what are you doing?
I will. I can't move towards Because the Dracolich's wings are all... I can't move closer to the Dracolich, right? I mean, like...
Right. You are within range of it, though. Because it tried to attack you,
no,
right?
I wanted to punch... I was hoping to punch the dude, but I can't reach the dude to my left.
Right.
And I'm, like, technically moving towards his wings, so...
Yeah.
I will... Yeah, I guess I'll just punch the Dracolich a couple times. Just try and punch him in the head.
Okay.
Disadvantage.
Go ahead.
Shoot, I clicked too fast. I think the first one was like a 16.
Okay. So that's not going to hit.
One rolls a 20. Okay, come on. One double crit. Come on. $23 total on the second.
That actually hits. That's good rolls.
Yeah.
What kind of damage are you doing?
Thunder, not lightning.
Okay.
I don't know if that helps. 7 thunder.
It does hit. Okay, so it does 7 damage.
And then it gets that. Let me see if he has a roll on the debuff. Let me double check. Alright, so then the dragon has disadvantage on attack rolls against targets other than me until the start of my next turn.
Okay. Oh, it has disadvantage.
I will
Okay.
use my bonus action to go back up to 13 temporary HP.
Okay. When you attack it, it whips its tail at you, and it does hit, by the way. Okay.
Is that? I guess that's before my shield comes back up. So
What's your AC?
21.
Okay, you can cast shield.
Not shield.
Or reaction?
The little defensive, the temp HP thing. So I was at 2 temp HP when it hits me, I guess.
Oh, okay. So let's see.
It's actually better value that way, I guess. So that's nice.
Okay, it does 21 damage when that happens with the tail.
Take 21 damage. And I use my bonus action to raise the defensive field back up.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
All right, Don, what are you doing? Don's still there?
Trying to do too many things at once. So... my echo's still in the front, right?
Yeah, it is.
Alright.
And you...
Double slap.
Okay, so you're next to the dragon, so you could hit the dragon technically. Next to you, Zarek is paralyzed on the ground, and then there's the cultist to the left.
I forgot about that.
Yep. So you've got that's the situation that you see right there. Okay.
Ew.
So what do you want to do?
Maybe I'll have Dawn get her party member out of there. At least we don't have healing necessarily, but get them further away from damage.
You have Tovrok's ability? That'd be
To
crazy.
what?
That'd be nostalgic. To teleport allies out.
I can't teleport, but I can grab him and drag him.
Oh, okay. It depends on... Let me see how that works. How does that even work? It's up to you, or you can just keep attacking, too. Might be, too complicated to do.
I don't know. Might be a better idea, though. Yeah, because I could use my echoes to drag him out of there and use Dawn to attack him, So I could do both.
That's interesting.
Because I technically have 2 players.
What's your strength?
Are you saying Zarek is fat?
He's technically very light because all of his stuff went to ruin. He doesn't have any gear on him.
Nice.
Yeah.
All it says is AC is 14 plus proficiency bonus. So immunity to all conditions. Doesn't really say anything about that.
Okay. I'll allow you to do it, but when you drag, you only use like half the speed. Right?
Okay.
Because it's kind of hard to do that in combat. So instead of going like 30, you can go 15. If that's what you want to do. Now the guy's going to try to do an opportunity attack on him when that happens. Because he's next to him. Is that what you want to do?
Echo. Yeah, that's the first one.
Okay. Alright, so you go ahead and do that. And let's see what this cultist tries to do. Opportunity attack. Actually, I think he auto hits, or does the AC still kick in?
The AC, if he hits, should be 15.
Okay, armor class still works, even as I just looked it up. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm looking at it. That's the one thing it does say, is armor class still works.
Yeah, even though he's stunned. Okay, so the cultist tries to hit him, but obviously it clinks off his armor, right? When you do that.
Okay.
And I'm assuming you're moving back, because that's all you really can do, because you're feared against the dragon.
Right, and then what about moving Dawn forward to attack?
I think you're scared regardless, that's the problem.
Even if I don't attack the dragon, I attack somebody else?
You can use a ranged attack. Because you're scared at the moment. Yeah.
You can't move towards the dragon in any way.
I don't have a ranged weapon.
Well, not much we can do there then.
Yeah.
You could throw a dagger if you got a dagger on you.
No.
Nope.
Alright, just skip me for now, I guess. While I think it out.
Well, it's still
Go stab
pretty
the
good.
lady.
Pretty good
Go
idea,
stab
though,
the
in my
lady.
opinion. Okay. He's gone. They're all gone. Dragon's turn. All right, Dragon is kind of like enraged and going crazy right now. So I'm gonna randomly roll the direction that he's going.
Oh, no.
So I am gonna do a D12, just like a clock, in which direction he's gonna do his attack. Okay. Okay.
So wait, like a nat 1 would be the Lich Lady, or a nat 12 would be the Lich Lady?
Huh? Okay, so he
You're saying
rolled.
like oh yeah.
He rolled 8. All right, so Dragon is going crazy right now, and turns like that. Okay. Okay. The dragon turns. And he's now firing a breath straight forward. Okay.
Iron his laser.
And let me see, because it's supposed to be like this. Okay, what would that hit? All right, that's gonna hit probably Elminster, Zarek, and your Echo. All right, more than likely. And it's shooting this big ray of lightning, and it's just like out of its mouth. Okay. And you can hear Elminster. He's like,
oh crap.
let me see. He's
crap.
he's like yelling, "Palhelv, stop!" All right. All right, so he knows the dragon's name. Okay, and this dragon, how much damage does he do? Wow, okay. Let's roll for dexterity first. Alright. The mage succeeds. And how does the echo work? Does it have like its own HP? Done?
It has.
Or is it like a mirrored image? I gotta read up on echo.
Yeah, it gets one hit.
Okay, only one hit.
I think so.
Okay. Yeah.
But it has like an HP of 15. But yeah. Not like I can't cast it again.
Okay. So, yeah, it's gonna disappear because it's gonna get hit. So, that's what happens there with that. Okay, so this one disappears because it gets hit. Poor Zarek, he's gonna eat it hard, probably. Might have to burn another lucky here. I'm gonna definitely try to do that. He failed. Jesus, okay. Okay. Damn, that's a lot of D10s.
I mean, I could throw up my shield as reaction, right? Before I die.
It'll hit regardless because it's a AoE attack. Yeah. Unless you have some shield ability.
I thought we do as fighting, if I'm wrong. Maybe not.
For these, I need to do like online dice rolls. It's a little hard to do all that math in my head. Okay. Let's see. Ouch. Okay. He takes 101 damage.
Whoa.
Yeah, from that. But he's still alive. But he is hurting. Like, if he didn't have as much HP as he did, he'd be really screwed. Alright, so he's near death. Alright, from that one blast. And that means our mystical wizard took 50. Okay, from that. And he is still fine at the moment. Okay. Alright. This ranger is still scared. He can't move forward. And he's basically saying, I can't do it. I should go. And he's moving back a little bit. All right. He's moving next to you, Magruo. All right. Okay, we're back to the
why?
Back to the beginning. Now, how you doing on time? Are you okay on time? Want to do another round?
I'm sleepy, but how long do you think another round would take?
Probably quicker because you got rid of all the normal little guys. Practically.
Okay, we can try it.
Okay. Alright. So, Valindra, she decides that she's going to move forward. Okay. And she gets right in between all of you. Alright.
Really?
Mm-hmm. She was staying back for a while, but now all of a sudden she's getting right next to you. And...
Opportunity.
Kick her ass.
Yeah.
Here. Wait, where's Cyclix?
Oh, he's under the dragon. It's not showing
Okay.
up. Yeah, he's there.
That's why I was like, wait a minute, where the hell did he
Yeah,
go?
he's under the wing.
Invisibility.
Inside his belly.
Oh no. It was only a matter of time.
Okay. And let's see. How much HP does he have? Quite a bit, actually. Okay. She still has that globe around her, by the way. Which means magic will not work on her currently.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but now she's behind me, so I can move and punch her.
Yep.
If I live.
Stab that bitch.
Punch her in the butt.
Careful, she might like that. Yeah. She's already a freak, so.
Okay. Okay, so she's trying to touch, let's see, who is she going to try to touch? Okay. Trying to touch Elminster there.
Oh yeah, if they kill each other, we loot their bodies.
We got a level 20 staff. Yes.
Oh yes. No, I just want his hat.
All right, I'll take the staff and sell it then. Ha 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 ha.
Okay. So, let's see, 7 of these. Okay. Okay, 40. Damn. Okay. Let's see how he does. He actually failed. Uses resistance, failed again. Okay.
Oh, no, he dies. It's over.
Took 70 damage from that, like necrotic damage. He's still up. For an old man, he's very powerful, you notice. He can take some hits. So he took a dragon hit and then took a finger of death, basically.
Hmm.
Yeah, so, yeah, but he's still up. Alright. Wicked! What are you doing?
Is there a way to get to Valindra? Valentra? A bad person.
Yeah.
Where
I want to
can I
say
be on the other side?
I want to say yes. You're not going toward the dragon. You're kind of going downward, so you can get to her right side. Yeah.
Yeah, and can I be still outside that 10 radius of me, so I'm not attacking friendlies?
Yeah. So you can get like right here if you wanted to, and because you have a great axe, you can reach to 10, right? 10 range, so you can hit from right there. Yep. Okay, you can do that.
Come on.
I'm gonna attack. I'm gonna get her. Oh, wait, okay. Is this a bonus? Wait. I saw something. I'm going to use bolster magic as an action. Okay, so he just touches someone, so he like starts like pounding his chest, I guess. And as that happens, like his energy starts like fluctuating again, like even more, I guess. I don't know, but so for 10 minutes, a creature, so it's gonna be him, can roll a D3, and he adds the end of it to an attack roll or an ability check. So essentially, I'm just gonna get a +3 or a +1 or 3 to my thing.
Yep.
So I'm going to attack with the old great axe here. Wait. If I do reckless attack and get advantage, does that take away the disadvantage and then it's just a normal attack?
You get advantage. It just means that the enemies get advantage against you also. So you have an easier time hitting somebody, but they also have an easier time hitting you.
He's asking about the terrorize thing.
Terrorize? What do you mean?
Because he's still frightened. My
Yeah. So if you use reckless attack, it cancels it. So you just have to roll once.
Yeah.
Or you can roll twice at disadvantage, and then take the bigger one, whichever you prefer.
I think you just roll once. That should work.
attack lady. I don't like her.
Okay.
And here we go. Looks like it is. Oh, but I can add. Okay. Haha. Bolster. Let's go. It's be good. It is. It's 3. Okay, so 18 to hit.
Let me see.
With a melee.
18 does hit.
Nice.
Okay.
Time to bring the burn. So damage. Okay, so that will be a total of 23 damage.
Okay.
5 of that is radiant. I don't know if she has resistances.
Let me double check.
So there's that. Yeah.
Nope, you're good.
Awesome. I'm going to attack her again. Great axe. This one will have disadvantage because I used the reckless already. Shaboof!
I think the reckless works with all your attacks.
Really?
Yep.
Well, okay. This one managed to be a 12 plus 8, so 20 to hit.
That's gonna hit also.
Hell yes. And I will do a damage.
Actually,
Oh.
when you do that, because you're breaking through to her so much, she puts a shield up as a reaction. So only one of those hits to the first one. Technically, the 18 wouldn't have hit, but the 20 would have hit. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yes.
All right, so we'll do it.
So
like
should
that.
I do the damage for that, or?
Yeah. Good.
Okay. So then the damage will be, 21. 5 of that is radiant.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we said that already. So 21, and then since I hit her, I choose to do the radiant damage. Because I get to choose extra radiant damage equal to my level. So that's 11 extra damage.
Mm-hmm. What was the attack again?
Oh, sorry. The attack is the radiant attack.
The damage on the attack, the normal attack.
Oh, the damage 21.
21.
Just straight up.
Okay, and then 11 when your turn ends.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's 2
that
instances
make
of concentration. She'll have to.
That is true.
Come on, break that concentration.
Okay.
Yeah.
So one of them failed, but she's gonna burn a thing to keep it up, and she keeps it up.
How dare.
So she gets legendary resistance. So she's burned 2 of those. Zarek's burned 2 of his luckies too. So, all right.
That's me.
And then when you do that, she's noticing that you're the one actually being able to constantly hit her all the time. And the opposite of radiant is necrotic, and she's like she's like she you see her kind of like rise up a little bit in the area, and then she blasts out like all these shadows out of her. Okay, very similar to stuff that you've seen Zarek when he transformed before, with the shadows. And this shadow, and she's basically saying all things shall die. Okay, basically around her. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so it's going to hit. Kind of like in a square here. Why is this doing green? That's weird. Yeah, I can do it in the fog of war. Oh, I know why it was doing green. Alright, so it's all in this area around her. And pretty much like a box. Okay? Like this.
Is this like a reactionary spell?
It's yeah, it's a legendary action that she's using.
Legendary actions are
Yeah.
sweet.
Everybody roll Constitution inside that box.
Constitution.
I think that's everybody except for Drakthol.
Isn't McRae pretty far back too?
Yeah, what about me?
You are too close to her.
Too close to who?
Too close to her.
Valindra?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, I see. Okay. So, rolling Constitution.
Yep. But you get resistance to it. So you do only... Well, first roll the Constitution. See if you're going to take half, and then whatever damage you take, cut that in half also. Does that make sense? Okay.
I guess so.
19.
So, potentially have it twice.
Yep. Okay. You got a 19?
Yeah.
Okay, you're gonna take half damage. What did Magrea roll?
Actually, I got a nat 20 plus 2 is 22.
Okay. So you'll only take half, and then half of that when I give the number
So
out.
a quarter?
Yep, a quarter. All right, and Wicket, when'd you roll?
11.
7. All right, you're gonna take the full amount.
Oh, 11. Sorry. I don't know if that changes anything.
Yeah, you'll take the full amount. What about Don?
15.
15. Okay, you'll take the full amount. What about our wizard here? Oh man, he rolled that bad too. Okay. Okay. Tuban, what'd you roll?
19.
19, you're good. Okay. So, everybody ends up taking about 26 necrotic damage in that area. Half as much if you succeeded. So that'd be 13. And Magrea would be 6 damage. Okay.
I have resistance to necrotic.
Oh, you do? Okay.
That,
so cut
apparently,
that in half then. So
Okay,
13
okay.
only.
Let's see.
Okay. All right.
Sorry, what was the number again, bro?
It was 26.
It was 52 base, 26 for me. Or...
Yep. 26. All right.
His butt
My
of flesh.
reaction.
What's that?
Use my reaction to do unstable backlash.
What is that?
Apparently, if I get hit, or no, if I fail a saving throw, I can roll on the wild magic table again.
Oh, interesting. Go for it.
Yeah, let's go.
Make some
Summons
magic happen.
another Draco Lich to attack us.
Let's go. That is
Oh, by the way, the cultist dropped from that. Friendly fire. Apparently, Valindra didn't care.
Of course not.
I just get +1 bonus AC, and anybody within 10 feet of me gets +1 AC.
Nice.
Okay.
For how long?
Until my rage goes away.
Nice. All right. There you go. Okay.
Who needs
This has been a wild minute of combat, by the way. We've been with like 4 rounds, so this is like what?
It's like a Dragon Ball Z fight.
It's like, yeah, it's like 40 seconds of time, and all this stuff has happened.
Yep. Okay.
And all the instant bystanders are like, huh, this is nice.
All right. So, Elminster is going to keep it simple. He touches Zarek. Okay. And when he touches him, the stun or paralyzation goes away. All right. And he's like, "Get up! There's more fight." Okay. And you think that he doesn't like to see anybody like die or casualties or anything like that. He's trying his best to keep everybody alive with this. All right. Okay. And that's what he is going to do. That was a pretty strong spell that he used. All right. Drekthal, what are you doing? There's only 2 enemies.
So her shield will block every Eldritch Blast no matter what, or is it like only blocking 1 or 2?
It'll
Like-
block any magic.
Any magic.
Unless you have like an ability that's non-magic or melee weapons. There's also the dragon
Alright.
too.
Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna have to... I'm gonna... How close can I get? I think I can only move 60 feet.
You can dash if you're trying to get really close.
But I kind of want
1,
enough to
2,
be able to do a melee attack.
4, 5, 6. You can get within range of her. Kind of
Alright,
like
I want-
flying down next to her. Yeah.
Alright, for the first time, you guys are going to see Drakthal blow out his scimitars
Okay.
and actually fly down to attack her with melee.
All right.
Let's go.
And then he immediately dies.
Yeah, why not? Alright, so... Let's see. All right. Regular action skimitar. Only a +8. All right. 21.
All right.
To hit.
It hits, but you notice that when you hit her, it doesn't phase her for some reason. And you think it's because your scimitars are not magically imbued. Okay.
Nice to know.
Yep.
It's always good to know.
All right. Now it would be McGray's turn. You getting too sleepy?
Usually.
Okay. We can stop it here because I remember where we left off if you guys want. And I'll just say start here because I have it written down. Is that what you want to do? Or you want to keep going?
Both.
Both. Okay. Go ahead. Do your thing. As long as you're all right. Did you get a nap like me in?
No.
No.
So she can't be hit by melee damage if it's not
By magic.
a magic item.
Correct. You actually do have a magic item. It's that staff.
Yup.
You could technically try to
Yeah,
attack
I
with
was
the staff.
supposed to maybe use that on her anyways.
Oh, by the way, I forgot to do this. Everybody roll wisdom to see if you're still
Wisdom.
if you have fear on you still. We forgot about that. Forgot about that.
Damn it!
So scared.
Where is that? Oh man.
Wisdom saving throw.
What is it?
16.
Still scared.
Damn it.
13.
Still scared.
Ah.
Still scared.
Dragon is scary. Yep.
Yeah.
Very scary.
And
My
14.
patron is more scary to me.
Okay. All right, what are you going to do? I was just wondering because then you'd be able to move forward, but you can't move forward still.
This staff has like a bajillion different spells on it.
It does.
Yep. And I'm trying to see if it will let me read about them, but it doesn't seem to want to do that. Why?
Does it have Dispel?
By the way, the staff is only 4 charges off from the top. So if it's 50 charges, it's at 46 right now.
If it
It's
has
up.
Dispel,
Oh, I thought it was at
Dispel-
40 still.
Because he absorbed that field with the staff, and it absorbed the magic, so it gained more power from it.
Oh, okay. So it's at what now? Sorry.
It's at. Did you say it was at 40?
It was previously at 40. Yeah. Like I haven't changed it since anything. I stopped. I wasn't.
Oh,
keeping track of it when
that
I
was
using
after
it.
he fired the fireball, right? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, like forever ago.
Okay, it's at 49 then. Okay.
Dang.
Because whatever that thing was, it was a level 9 spell.
Cool. I'm trying to remember how to actually go in and use the different charges, because I swear there was a way to do that and it would tell me how many of each thing was left, but it doesn't seem to be cooperating, or I am doing something wrong.
Let me see. So you can use any of the spells.
Oh, Dispel. Yeah, I was thinking about using Dispel.
Dispel work on the thingy? Let me see.
I'm not sure. On her stupid
Yeah,
whatever it was she cast.
yeah. Whenever
Cast Fireball.
you can't upspell it, so you can only cast it at its level 3 when it comes to charges, unless it says otherwise. So it's always the base spell whenever you see it.
Hmm. And what
Yeah.
level is her spell? Do I know?
You think it's a pretty high level. You
Do
don't.
you think it's higher than 3?
It is higher than 3.
Probably, yeah.
And you're
Okay,
not even
so-
sure if it's upcasted either. Right.
Yeah, so that probably wouldn't work.
It says here for Dispel Magic, if it's 4 or higher, you have to make an ability check using your spell casting ability. The DC is 10 plus the spell's level, and on a successful check, the spell ends.
Okay.
On
Pretty charismatic.
her spells level.
Yeah, her spell's level. So
You
Ruff would have to
use
tell you
your-
what level the DC, what level the spell is.
Oh, okay.
You're pretty strong. So
AI
you might still be
says
able to
it can
break
work.
through.
AI says
Yeah.
it can work.
Yeah. It's basically
Okay.
just like counterspell, except it's not a reaction.
Okay, well I'll try it and we'll see.
Okay.
I should roll a d20 maybe to see if it works or no.
Yeah.
Yep. And then you add your spellcasting modifier.
Probably a +8 or +7 or 7, 8, or 9 probably, right?
Yeah.
And it's against hers, or let me see.
And
My
the
my
DC
charisma's plus 9.
That's
Yeah.
very good. Yep.
So the DC is 10 plus the spell's level. So whatever spell that she's trying to dispel, it's that level plus 10, and that's the DC.
Mhm.
So we would need to know what the level of the spell is.
Thing is, Agria, if you just roll a 20, it's all good.
Yeah,
Okay, well no, I rolled 19.
Okay.
yeah.
You're good.
It is a level 6 spell.
So it gets dispelled.
Yep.
So now it's gone.
That is right. It is gone.
Okay, so that uses 3 charges. So
Mhm.
apply. And then I take a nap.
All right. That was good. Getting that off. Very good.
Mhm.
Okay. So then, the ranger is going to try to shoot her. Obviously. Okay, hits with 1. Okay. And she takes 7 damage. Alright. Oh, actually, no. Because they're not magical weapons. It does no damage. It kind of bounces off of her. Okay.
Even though her shield was dispelled.
Yep. She's got immunity to that.
Mm.
That's rude. I don't appreciate it.
Tuban, what are you doing?
Yeah, and I just turn around and punch her in the butt.
Go ahead. Punch away.
Hit her with that thunder damage.
Under her, going down under. With disadvantage, it's gonna be it. Oh, let's see if I get a 1.
He punches himself in the face. Oh no!
Uh,
Guys, stop
14
me.
on the first one.
Okay. Does not hit.
That would be so funny though. Guys, help! I can't stop.
23 with disadvantage on the second one.
That's pretty good. It hits.
Mhm.
Okay.
9 thunder damage.
Okay. 9. That works. Okay. Anything else you're gonna do?
I get a bonus action. I'll temp HP 13 again.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
All right. Dragon is whipping its tail at the wizard and hits. All right. It does 18 damage. Okay. You see him bleeding. All right, Don, what are you doing? You could technically attack our residential lich. You can move sideways. You just can't go toward the dragon. I'm assuming that's what you want to do.
Well then, I guess that's what I'm gonna do.
All right, you move over.
Move over and attack the Draco Lich.
Well, you mean the Valindra, right? You can't get close to the dragon. You're scared of the dragon.
Right.
Right.
Valindra.
Now, it'll be disadvantage, though.
Okay. Go. This might be one of those. Oh! 20.
20. With 2 rolls?
Yeah.
All right.
I know. I was just shocked that was the first roll. 15 plus 4 is 19.
Okay. 19 damage. Did you hit with any of the other attacks? You got 2 more attacks.
Oh, that was my roll to hit.
Yeah. You get, at your level, you get 2 extra attacks.
No, I know that. That was just the roll to hit. I didn't tell you any of the damage yet.
Oh, okay. I didn't get that. Got it.
Okay.
Yeah, you hit.
Alright, because it's on disadvantage. So 19 is the first one.
Mm-hmm.
And then... Well, I don't think you can get any lower than 1.
Okay. So you rolled a 1?
Yeah, so...
Try to roll 2 ones. See what happens.
You fumbled your attack and missed with the first one, then.
Yeah, exactly. So, here we go. Yay! How about a 4?
Okay. So you ended up missing because of the fumble. Stupid one.
No, that's the one that hit. One of them hit, one of them missed.
Right, but you rolled a 1, so when you roll a 20, you get a crit. When you roll a 1, you fumble somehow. And so you ended up fumbling the attack. Unless you rolled 2 20s, but I don't think you rolled 2 20s on disadvantage. It was just a normal 20 together, right?
No, I get 2 attacks.
Yeah.
So one I fumbled, one I was successful.
Yeah. So it just cancels out then when that happens.
You're saying you missed the first one because of the 1 on the second one.
Unless you want to take damage instead, but that's probably not a good idea.
Okay.
Yep. All right.
You got your 3rd attack.
Zarek is up now, surprisingly. And even though he was stunned, he lost concentration, but he's still transformed. Okay. And he is running over and slashing away. Let's see if he hits. Okay. Only hits 1 time. And he's bleeding really bad, by the way. He's not feeling good after the dragon hit. Alright. Does 12 damage. Okay. Okay, it's starting to stack up. She's looking weak. The more you're hitting her. Okay. Dragon's turn. All right. Let's do the clockways dragon. I have to see if the breath comes back or not. What happens here? I won't tell you. All right. Okay. And dragon, you know, we'll roll to see what kind of attack it does too. Okay. All right. Dragon now turns like, oops, that's not dragon. Here we go. Dragon's now turning. And it's aiming at Drekthal and our Asimar individual. Okay. Yep, it'll probably hit the guy at the bottom. Magrea's out of the way though. More than likely. Yep. Okay. Let me see. What is this again? Okay. All of a sudden, it doesn't fire a breath of lightning. Oh, actually, this would oh, this would hit actually Magrea too, because this is actually in a cone the attack. All right, and when this happens, okay, a big wave of like energy comes out, and if you want, all three of you roll for strength. It's actually strength with this one.
Wow, I got 17. Huh.
Me, I'm one of the three.
Yep.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Rolling strength. Oh boy. I'm excited for this.
Big, strong, independent woman.
So strong.
Okay. So, Wicket, what did you get?
15.
Okay. So this happens
gosh.
to everybody, by the way.
I got 18 too.
Okay. I'm sure John knows this if he played Baldur's Gate 2. But this the dragon has this ability, all right, when it uses this kind of breath, and you go flying 60 feet back, all right? You
Yes.
fly
Serves a buffet.
all the way up here. And you get knocked all the way back, and you go flying, okay? That's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
I'm surprised the chromatic
Whee!
ones don't have this ability, but yeah. Oh, and you go flying in different directions, okay?
Damn.
Yeah. All the way back there. But you take no
It's actually a
damage.
big-
As crazy as that is. You take no damage. You
No
just go
damage.
flying all the way back, though.
Oh crap, and I can't move towards the dragon.
Let me see.
Oh no.
Is it... That'd be weird not to take bludgeoning by hitting a wall or something. When you're flying
what a
like that.
weird-
Big giant dragon fart.
But it doesn't say it, so we'll keep it like that, I guess. But it makes more sense if you hit
damage.
something. We'll just say that you got blasted upwards, or sideways, or whatever, and you just like landed back, kind of like a wave of air blowing you back, in a sense.
Hey,
All right.
he helped me out by doing that. Thank you, Dragon. He's my friend now.
Okay. Well, he's randomly attacking, so. Okay. This guy, he's still scared, and he's basically saying screw it. He's going back to his buddies, okay, because he can't do anything. And then we're back at the top of the round. So you want to stop here? it'll probably still keep going for a little bit.
I like the second one better.
Go to sleep? What?
You want to go to sleep?
Yeah,
it's
probably
fine.
at work.
Okay.
Yep, it's fine. All right.
We'll continue here
Good
then.
night, guys.
All right.
Good night.
Fun killing guys with you guys.
Yeah.
Yep.
I
Was
didn't
fun.
do
Running the
anything.
game rough.
Oh yeah, for sure. All right. Catch you guys later.
Everybody.
Peace.
All right. Yeah. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the game there. For anybody tuning in, we are playing a continued campaign of Chult, like the Tomb of Annihilation, and it led all the way to this campaign chronologically. So it's a pretty interesting campaign. Yeah. So now they're trying to stop. Basically, they acquired a Soulmonger and Chult in the Tomb of Annihilation from a Serak, which is the Thayans, right? And then they did the Dead in Thay dungeons. That led to the salvaged Soulmonger being acquired by the Thayans to use it on their undead army, right? To launch an assault again on Neverwinter. They put an end to that part of the plans, and then the next part of the plans is to try to prevent the Draco, all the dragons to become in Draco Liches, and so they're stopping that ritual. So it's pretty interesting, interesting campaign and how it connected all together chronologically. But that's pretty much what we're playing. Yeah. And so it's kind of like a climactic event happening right now, and then if the campaign does decide to continue even after this, it'll probably lead into the rise of Tiamat. So that's kind of how we're playing it. So pretty interesting. It's all lore based, so they're playing the lore basically. If you guys are interested in the lore a little bit, they've got the lore here. As long as it doesn't crash on me, everything. Which it looks like it's trying to crash on me at the moment. Let me close this. Please close. Don't lock up on me. Let's close this. Oops. There we go. Alright, I didn't want my computer to crash from a memory dump. Right there. That would have been bad if it crashed from a memory dump. Okay, so a little bit of lore for you guys because I'm having fun with this, so you guys can check the lore out. This is basically the lore here that we're playing. So they did the Tomb of Annihilation with Chult, right? With the Soulmonger artifact. Basically, we've done all that like 2 years ago, and then it led to the basically the what do you call it? Them going to the heart of Ab2O for D&D. Let me see if I can bring that up. Did I spell it wrong? I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember. But yeah, it led to that, which led to Thay, because there's a teleporter there into lore. And then they did the dead in Thay. And then it eventually led to all of this. It's basically they stopped a war without even really knowing it, is what's happening. And then they're doing this right here, the Dragonbone Vale part of it. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. It's pretty fun, basically. I'm enjoying it. So for some of you guys that are interested in that. So whenever I run a campaign, I do it very lore-based. I do a lot of research. Try to play it together properly with the lore, and trying to keep to the lore too without... I try my best. And so far I've done a good job at it by not breaking the lore. Like, let's say like someone dies that's important. That would suck because then I can't keep to the lore correctly that way. So I try to be very careful whenever I'm using specific NPCs and things like that, right? So yeah, it's pretty fun. So if you guys are interested in Baldur's Gate and all that, you'll probably like it because it's all lore-based, what we're playing. It's pretty fun. Alright, but I'm going to stop here with the Dungeons and Dragons. I am probably going to boot the stream up for... I don't know. I was thinking about maybe booting stream up for a little bit of StarCraft. It is getting late, though. Maybe I'll do some off-gaming. And tomorrow, I do know that... we're not going to have our Twitch ban anymore, so we'll be able to stream on Twitch again. Supposedly, right? That's what I'm being told. So just give me a moment. The stream's going to cut off, but I might cut it back on to do some like off gaming or play some MechWarrior. I think that would be fun. Just for fun, since it's Sunday. All right. So try to look for the stream booting back up, just because then people can see a new title. Instead of it saying Dungeons and Dragons, I'm actually playing something else. It'll say it that way. All right. So just give me like 5 minutes, because I'm going to take a small break, and then the stream will come back. All right. So I'll be back.